I'm Maurice Bailey FahnBullEh Jr. I am preferably FahnBullEh the Creative Enigma. Why FahnBullEh the Creative Enigma? Actually, when you look at my name, FahnBullEh, it is broken into three parts. Fahn, Bull, and then the EH, which is A. So mostly, who you are is what you are called, right? And the function that you play is why we name you that way. For instance, we don't call a pen because it gives tomato paste. We call a pen because it writes. So my function as FahnBullEh is I am the creative enigma. FahnBullEh, F-A-H-N, which means the fun part of me, or the beautiful part of me, the aesthetic part of me, that kind of nature where whenever you see me, you have to feel that fun part or that emotion. And then also the bull is more or less like the imagery. That is why my logo is even the image of a bull. And it is in my name, so why do without it? I can just move on with it and make it my significance. And then a bull is a strong kind of a beast. Mostly it comes in hard, ferocious, courageous, like a significance of a warrior. So that's why that is my imagery. And then mostly when you look at my artworks, it's more or less like it hits you hard, like a bull. Yeah. And then also the EH part that I've separated is also more or less like the dawning part, or the aha moment. You understand what I mean? Actually, the EH, whenever you get to understand the mystery or the meaning of any kind of artwork that I do, be it poetry, be it art, be it music, be it painting, be it sculpture, whatever thing that I do, you come to get the understanding of it and you'll be like, hey, yeah, that's it. So FahnBullEh the Creative Enigma. A brief history about my artistic journey is more or less like a blend or a composition of all the art elements coming together. When you talk about the visual arts and then also the performing arts. For the performing arts aspect, I'm into music. I'm a bass guitarist, I am a poet, I'm a writer, I playwright. And then also when it comes to the visual art aspect, I am into everything, like mostly. But then my major or key roles are into painting and sculpture, drawing, pen shadings, like anything that I could just take up to make or create any artistic value, be it mosaic, be it collage, be it marquetry, be it pyrography, everything. And then also I have been to school, I'm well educated, and I'm a professional art educator, meaning I have my first degree as an art educator and then also into my MPhil, which is Master of Philosophy in Art Education. First of all, my artistic drive is more intrinsic, more intuitive. Like it dawns on me, it comes to me like, do this. I get this imagery, I get this picture, I hear this kind of harmony within me. And then anytime that I feel that kind of energy, I try as much as possible to put it to work. Aside it being intuitive, mostly my keen observation in life and then my dedication to life. The things that I love, my passions, love. I love love itself. I love freedom. I love being free. I don't like to be around boundaries, like being encaged and then or like you not being free to do what you want to do. So art is more or less like my extension of freedom. My expression of my freedom, my expression of my love, my expression of my being, my expression of myself, and the expression of who I am. And I think I find my sustenance in art. So the challenges, well, in everything there are challenges. There are times, there are hard times, there will be struggling times that you will have to push through. That's what makes the journey sweet. And challenge comes in any kind of form. It could come in any nature. It could come in a form of a temptation. It could come in a form of a test to your relevance. It could come in a form of anything. And then I think I'm ready to face anything that comes my way. Yeah. My happiest moments are when I'm able to bring what I think of into existence. Yeah. So you understand that sometimes you think about something very deeply, very, very, very deep in bed. It could be whenever you are lonely or quiet and you feel like, I have to do this. I think I can do this. I think I can bring this thing out. I think I can do that. But then the moment you are able to do that, the moment I'm able to accomplish what I set my mind to, what I set my heart to, then I find this happiness. I find this mirth within me. And then I'm able to move on. Okay, I have my own way of doing my things. I have my novelty links back to my name. FahnBullEh, the creative Enigma. I am one and only piece. There is no other photocopy. Even if I'm inspired by someone else or a situation, I don't really duplicate exactly like ditto of that situation. What I do is, being enigmatic is my nature or my style of language in art. I am enigmatic, and being enigmatic is something that is a mystery or something that is mysterious, like whimsical. And then the effect of it is that it comes in a narrative, or it comes in a form where it has many sides to it. For instance, I can bring out a concept of my own personal or private collection, and then you feel like, okay, fine, today I have this understanding in this artwork that I've seen. The next time you would see it, you would see something different from it, or you get to know a different understanding within that same work. And then it is mysterious. It's more or less like somebody having 10,000 faces. When you see one today, you see the other side tomorrow, and then on and so forth. Yeah. So my works are original, like original. Yeah. So my workflow and style is anything that comes with the nature of being epic, with the nature of being enigmatic. For instance, my workflow has a narrative. My workflow, it starts from a certain kind of point of view, where at the end of that journey of making that artwork, it's more or less like a storyline. Everything comes to play a role. And everything that I have been developed through my artistic journey comes to play its own role. Music plays its role in there. The poetry plays its role in there. Even drama plays its role in there, because it's story. It has to be dramatic. And then the background I give to a certain kind of painting could give it that dramatic feel, or connote that dramatic feel. And then also, because everything comes together, you see that kind of harmony within all the elements that I put together. When I'm asked the most difficult piece I've ever created, because everything that I do has this kind of channel that it flows through. For instance, my method of thinking, my way of conceptualization is unique, and it is original because of its authenticity. I have never faced a difficult or an easy task. I'm saying this because everything passes through that same sieve of imagination, comes out from that imagination through that point of conceptualization. So no matter how difficult or hard or easy the task will be, it all boils down to how I approach doing that. Yeah, I would say through the experience that I've had, I think FahnBullEh arts have that strong value. It has a very, very, very relevant, strong value, because with the experiences that I've had with a lot of clients, I've come to realize that my artworks that I do for them, and also what I do for myself, moves beyond it being a form of luxury, or it moves beyond it being just an item or just an artifact on its own. It goes deep into its meaning. It goes deep into what it carries, like the substance it carries. It goes deep into what it stands for, its significance. It goes deeper into its sustenance. For instance, when someone orders, or when a client orders a piece for, let's say, his beloved or her beloved, like, it has this kind of strong connotation, like this kind of strong emotion behind it, that sometimes even most of the clients, shed tears when they see the works that I produce. For instance, when I'm given a piece like a family painting, a family portrait that I'm supposed to work on, the person sends me individual pictures. Could be 5 different pictures of a particular individual. Then I sit down, think about it, and it just comes to me. It's more or less like I said, the channel of imagination, the channel of creativity, it comes to me. It's intuitive, so it just flows like that, and I feel like, okay, let me put this one here, let me compose this in this manner. And then the moment I start to think about it, I kind of feel like a dramatic storyline within it that I follow. And then it gives me that room of comfort to be able to produce that portrait in peace. Well, when it comes to somebody wanting or preferring AI to the traditional stuff, I think it's based on the person's priorities. But I wouldn't touch on that person's priorities for now. But what I would say is, concerning what we do as artists, or what I do as an artist, I think the AI doesn't replace, it can't replace the traditional art, and it can never replace the traditional art, because what a machine has done doesn't carry that same emotion that a person conveys, or somebody who is professional at his works does. Okay, for instance, even if AI is still rolling as it is, I would rather use it to aid what I'm doing, to move faster, and then work on what I have to do, than basing on, people love AI, so let me just stop what I'm doing. And that's where the relevance comes into action. That's where the value comes into action. So why would somebody leave AI and be like, let me call FahnBullEh for this thing, let me call FahnBullEh for this work, let me call FahnBullEh, he can do it better than that. It has something to it. That is why when you think of it that way, that let me call FahnBullEh, the moment you say let me call FahnBullEh, even there is something that will come into your mind that, this guy is going to do something crazy, he's going to bring fire, something that you've not seen, something that you've not thought about. And then the moment I do the work, you realize that yes, something has really happened. The most difficult thing is me duplicating what I've created. No matter how the same, no matter how both works becomes identical, highly identical, there's still going to be a point where I express something different over there. There's still going to be a certain point where I express something differently at a certain area. That's where it will bring some difference, but not difference in the identity or the meaning of that same thing. They all mean the same. They all carry the same image, or per se. If, for instance, you give me your portrait to do or your picture to make a painting of it, I can do it in one way here. You would love it really well, and then I can do it in another way where you are also going to love it even more. Notwithstanding the fact that one is more valuable than the other. No, they all carry their own kind of taste, and then their own kind of emotion that they evoke. So first of all, if it is a client's preference, for instance, here as I'm working and work is still ongoing, what I do is first of all I listen to the client. I listen to every detail of what he is expecting, and then what they want me to do. For instance, the kind of images that they want to put across, or the kind of information that they want to convey. So when that is done, I sit down, I check the environment. What kind of mood am I supposed to convey through these artworks here? Fine. If he says I want this style of composition, then I sit down and be like, okay, fine. If this style of composition is what I'm working on, then I have to make it flow in this kind of direction so that it will convey this kind of message. It will evoke this kind of mood or accentuate something exceptional. Yeah, so that's how come I compose everything here. Well, me selecting certain images like these also goes to the name of the whole place here. And then this is called Chills Lounge. And I wanted to bring out images or ideas or concepts that would evoke chills. Something that, yeah, calls for your chills to come out. Yeah, so as you said, it's also in line. Well, the primary beauty of man, or let me say the primary beauty or the first beauty of man or a woman is nudity. Is the naked we came, we came clothless, and then that's the first beauty we have. It's very mind-blowing when sometimes you think about it really carefully. The shape of, for instance, the pulchritude of a lady, the shape of her breast, the shape, how delicate everything is within the body. And you come to realize that no, there is so much, or there is a high value of beauty in there. Regardless of whatever somebody else will think about, being in this location right now, it is essential for this kind of paintings. It is essential for these nude works to be here because of the kind of mood that is going to be in this environment or this atmosphere. I had to create the nude art for this lady. And then, for instance, first of all, she was like, how are you going to do it? Am I going to send you my picture or this or that? And I was like, oh no, don't worry, I would come over, or you would come to my studio, anyone you would wish to. And then she was like, I think you have to come. I went there, I did my setup and everything. She posed, she had to pose. Yeah, you would have to pose in the way that you want to express yourself. I'm not the one expressing myself there. It is your own beauty. The beauty of art mostly it stands on the beauty of the model or the beauty of the muse. What the muse is trying to express with her body or his body. That is how come I try my best to also link what I'm putting down or pulling from that manifestation to another level of manifestation. You understand? So it's more or less like me giving him or her the taste that they want. Yeah, I have a lot of guys around me that learn from me, and I'm yet to make it official, like a school, because I was working on space initially, and now I have the space. I have my studio, I have my big space there that I can work with them, teach them, and move on with them, make them also very good, and bring out the best in them too. Initially I couldn't make it really official because I didn't want to repeat certain mistakes, like you don't have enough space, and then teaching people is really hectic because when you don't have that space and you're teaching and you need this to be done, you need that to be done, and sometimes it's really hectic and brings up too much headache. So now it's about to be official. It will be official very soon. But I have guys around me that I've been teaching and I've been working with time to time. Anyone who wants to reach out to me can DM me on social media platforms, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and I am FahnBullEh over there at FAHN_BULLEH. That's on Instagram, FAHN_BULLEH. Same with my Facebook page, the same name there. And then also on TikTok too, same FAHN_BULLEH. But then on TikTok too, you can just type in the creative Enigma, and then I'll be there. Just send me a DM, and then we discuss whatever concepts that you have in mind, and we work on it.